Hello again and welcome back on my channel. My name is Dr. Karl from Germany. In the net you find me with my initials Dr. CWO. Well, I guess you know me and maybe you know some of my other videos and you also know my Nuimo. And today I've got something new for you. This is a device, also a controlling device, that I thought would be nice to have in combination with Roon. So let's look what we have here. Labs is the manufacturer of this device, and the name of the device is Quick Keys. I'd like to unpack it for you. The Quick Keys is a smart controller. It has a volume control knob that you can rotate. It has a button for start stop, for example. It has 8 buttons here, 4 on top and 4 on the bottom. It has a small display in the middle and it has a 9th button here. There's also a ring that can be lighted, so we will see this later. But what you need, and that's important here, is this little wireless dongle. It has a USB-A connector, so you can plug it in your Raspberry Pi. And this one communicates wireless with the Quick Keys controller. This is no Bluetooth, so the connection is very stable and reliable. And we will see this later when I demo it. So like always, I programmed a Roon extension so that the Quick Keys controller can be used with Roon. And this is the basic setup. What you see here, you see the volume and it changes if I rotate the knob. Here you see the track, the time of the track, how long it played. We can change tracks forward, backward. We can change the shuffle mode and we can change the loop mode. So if I press here, you see loop is active now. I press again, it's gone. So we also have a mute functionality. When I press the button above the volume display, you see it shows muted and the ring here gets red. If I press again, it's green again, and you see the display. When I press here, I can go fast forward or fast backward in the track. The ring gets yellow, and if I press again, it's green again, and we're back in the volume mode. This button brings you through different control sets. These 6 buttons are user definable, and I will show you how this works in the next section of the video. And this button here on the left side, you can switch between these control sets. The volume and the time always stays constant at that place. And you can assign radio station, you can assign your turntable if you use RooPlay, you can assign different zones, you also can have info of what is currently playing. And you can assign all these buttons the way you like. This is a specialty. We also have webhooks here, so you can integrate with your home automation system and define certain knobs with functionalities that turn light on or whatever. I'm in my study now, and I like to show you here on the screen how to configure the control sets of the Quick Keys. But before I do this, I like to show you that all these devices can be operated in parallel. So if I turn up the volume with an remo, it also changes here. And if I change it here, you see the output of the remo. Also, the rooMax controller also can operate in parallel with all the others. So you also can control different zones. So I control maybe this setup with the quick keys and with an remo, my stereo in the living room. Well, I like to demo you how to set up the control sets for the quick keys. You first have to go to the settings of Roon and look for extensions. And you see here a big list of all the Roon extensions I have in my study. And here we find the rooMax. Okay, I open the settings. What we get here. First, we can decide which zone we like to control. This zone is called develop. That are my speakers here. We can define where the knob of the quick keys is located. If it's on the right side or top or left or bottom, you have four choices here. I have decided for the right side. That's the best for me. Then we have two settings for the knob inside of the volume wheel. So we can define what happens if I press it, and we can define what happens if I long press it. So it's longer than 1 second. You see what is set. It's a transport functionality, and it toggles the play. So if I press, it stops, and if I press again, it plays again. And here I activate the standby. These button definitions, if I open that, clicking on the plus, you can change. So I have the function group transport selected here, but I also can start a radio station, a playlist, or zone controller, webhook, whatever I like, I can enter here. In detail how this works, I'll show you later. A bit further down, we have the control set currently, and that's the state how the rooMax is shipped with one control set. And you see the control set has definitions for 6 buttons in. The buttons are assigned, the order of the button is assigned to the keys here. So it's the order how you write from left to right, from top to bottom. So this is button 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you are upright, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on the left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think that's easy to remember. How to set it up. You see, if I open a button, I first can define the name of the label. That's what you see in the display, the text you see in the display. Then you can select the function type. This is a transport function here. And you can select what function inside of the function type is triggered if you press the button. That's quite easy, and you can change it if you like. What I like to show you next is how to add a second control set. We have here a little drop down. You can say yes, add control set 2. And if you press save, the settings dialog disappears. Opening it again, you see now you have a second control set. And we have the 6 buttons and nothing is in. And I like to define it for you, just you see what happens here. So with the first button, I like to start a radio station, radio pop, for example. I select it should be a radio station. I select here which radio station, and these are the individual radio stations you have in your list. So I go to Radio Swiss Pop. For button 2, I like to assign a playlist. I will call it Play All, and this should be a playlist, and I have a playlist here, 1000 songs. For the button 3, I like to demonstrate the transfer function, how I can transfer the playback to another zone. I use the iPad here, so hello, transfer playback, and here I see the zones I have. iPad Charlie. On button 4, I can control the zone iPad, control iPad, oops, control zone, what's going on here, iPad. So the next button will be, no idea, I just leave it empty. And the next button, I will turn on the light on. I have a Shelly plug installed in my kitchen. You will see it later, and it offers a web interface where I can turn it on, and I put in the complete URL here with the local IP number of the Shelly and the command relay turn on. So I think that's fine. I press save. And if I open the settings of rooMax again, I see the second control set, and you see it is filled with the things we defined. Now, if we press the left button on the quick keys controller, we have the labels for all set up here, and now I will show you how it works. Well, now let's see if our defined control set works. Let's start with the first button, the Radio Swiss Pop. If I press here, nothing happens. Something happens, takes a while. And now you see Radio Swiss Pop is playing. I have also a check mark behind this label. So you see on the display that it is active. If I press again, the check mark disappears and I'm back in my play queue. I can start a playlist, and I do. The playlist is a playlist, it's called 1000 songs, and it starts with O Sole Mio. If I heard this often before, I can turn on the shuffle and switch to the next track, and then I have a random track inside this playlist. Yeah, let's see how the function transfer functions. I have a transfer to the iPad. If I press here, the whole thing moves to the iPad, and I now control the iPad. Yeah, how to get back, huh? I have not defined a button to get back, so I do it manually. So I'm now back. You saw develop was displayed, and I can decide, no, I want to control the iPad now. If I do that, this zone continues, and now you see here I control the volume of the iPad and no more the volume of this zone. Well, and at the very end I have a very nice feature I like to show you. we have set up the webhook for the light, and if I press there, the light goes on. If you like to turn the light off, you have to define another button, what I did not do, so the light now stays on forever. Well, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the Quick Keys controller together with Roon. It's a real big enhancement, and I hope you like it. Thanks.